We are in the swing of spring, my friends, and it's another episode of Weekend at the Lake presented by Chris Lightco. Now, we all know tourist season is when the lake really lights up, and I can see us getting closer by the second. Excitement around the corner and a beloved holiday coming up. Easter is this weekend on Sunday the 20th. The 20th of the fourth month. It seems we have a double header if you catch my cold. Safe to say it's an exciting weekend coming up with a lot to look forward to. Before we dive in, let's take a second to thank Chris Lightco, the wonderful folks making this possible. If you want to see how beautiful your lake property or dock can be, let Chris Lightco do the lighting. They know how to bring out the best. As for us, let's jump into the fun stuff. Cocktails and caddies this Friday for all of you that like alcohol, golfing, and making other people carry your crap. Throw in food and you'll be playing my song. Actually, breakfast is provided, so this one might be a ringer. Teams of 3 ladies will bid on their 4th player to be their caddy, minimum $150 bid. There's a ton of amazing prizes, and everybody wins at least a luxury package of cool stuff worth over $75. So, you can essentially take that out of the minimum bid price, so you're barely paying anything, really. Actually, let's do some lake math to calculate the price here. 75 is half of 150, and if you subtract the value of all the fun you'll be having, it's basically free. So if you want to join, check-in is at 8 a.m. at Margaritaville. Now, here's a noble one after the debauchery of auctions and golf. Laekyn here is the daughter of 2 lake locals, and in the words of her mom, she was diagnosed with B-cell acute lymphoblastic leukemia on December 18th, 2024, and also diagnosed with autism and global developmental delay on January 31st of this year. She has 2.5 years of treatment for leukemia and will need ongoing speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and a nutritionist to help her navigate the challenges that come with autism and GDD. In other words, God, poor kid. Not even old enough to talk, and she's already got one heck of a resume. Indian Rock Golf Course has been kind enough to host a charity golf event and silent auction on April 27th to help out the family and get this baby the treatment she needs. In this day and age, people like to act like they're islands, like nobody's problems are their business, and kids are only the parents' responsibility. But like all things, there's a middle ground. And the fact is, a community plays a major factor in the well-being and development of the children that live in it. As adults, it's all of our duty to do what's right for the next generation. And this girl has barely started living. I'd like to see her get to do so comfortably. So, go golf for a baby in need. It's a 4-person scramble. Politicians all across America wish the time they spent playing golf could be for this good of a cause. Now, we've got more to talk about, but first, a word from my fantastic team of sponsors.
They always say that seeing is believing, and to see the breathtaking beauty of your lakefront paradise, it needs to be lit correctly. Chris Lightco takes your space and illuminates it like never before. From your home and walkways to your dock and lakefront oasis, Chris Lightco lights up the Lake of the Ozarks.
Osage River Popcorn, your home at the lake for fresh, gourmet popcorn. But it doesn't stop at just what's in the name. Come see us on Bagnell Dam and Lake Ozark for Stom European chocolate, gelato, and so much more. We've even got a drive-thru with specialty coffee. And yes, our gourmet popcorn is still popped fresh daily. Come on by as a stranger and leave as a friend, with an armful of the sweetest treats at the lake. Osage River Popcorn and Lake Ozark. See you soon!
Being close to the water makes you more you. It's where the great unknown brings clarity. And letting go is how you really get going. Because only when you're on a Yamaha Wave Runner do you truly discover what you're made of.
Visit Surdak Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
Chris Lightco is local and ready to light up your lakefront oasis. So call us today to schedule your free consultation so we can illuminate your slice of heaven. But for now, back to Weekend at the Lake with David Leatherberry, brought to you by Chris Lightco.
Thanks as always, guys. Another great thing about the weather clearing up is the sports season's rolling around for a new go. And while, in the words of Junior Soprano, I never had the makings of a varsity athlete, I gotta say, racing is pretty cool. I've gotten to edit a lot of our racing footage, and it's a blast to watch. On that note, the Ozarks International Raceway is hosting Precision Drift for the Raceway's Drift Season Opener. April 19th from 12 to 8 will be full of drift racing, vendors, food trucks, and a car show with Sonic Summer Nights. The lake has always had such amazing car shows, and throwing in drift racing is pretty much a recipe for a really cool night. So go on, check it out, and I hope you like the smell of hot rubber. All right, I know, Easter is coming up. I had to get to it at some point. We all know that devious rabbit is about to show up again to stash eggs in every corner of our houses and neighborhoods. Once again, we need to deploy the Children's Brigade to gather up all these ticking stink bombs just waiting to go bad and make the whole community smell like sulfur. I've gotten some good intel on where this rabbit is primed to strike. One spot is the Osage Beach City Park at 11 a.m., followed by the Lynn Creek soccer field on the 19th at 2 p.m. He must have a whole team of co-conspirators because he's also going to be dropping 10,000 eggs on the Lori Fairgrounds at 2. My gosh. Bring your kids and have them take care of those eggs for the good of our community. Now, I promise my intel is good, and if this operation goes well, we may be able to deter the rabbit menace for at least another year. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and the fantastic new LOZ app to stay connected with us. And if you have an event you want discussed here on the show, make sure you send me the information at davidl@mylaketv.com, because I think that would be a pretty cool thing for you to do because it makes my job a lot easier. Big ol' thanks to my sponsors and a shout out to a fan. Those of you who watch on YouTube probably know 87 Ricer, the guy who, without fail, always leaves a really nice comment on our videos, and you know we appreciate positivity and enthusiasm in my house. Well, turns out 87 Ricer, our guy Craig Rice, has a band with folks from all across the world brought together by the magic of the internet. He's even got a song about the lake called Hitting the Back Roads. Check out Craig Rice on YouTube, Spotify, various streaming platforms to hear more. Look, I always love to give a shout out to the folks that are kind enough to do the same for me. And that said, folks, thanks for being here, and I hope you have a really fantastic weekend at the lake.